Ladies and gentlemen, picture New York City in the late 1950s, a city of party lines, shared telephones, and romantic misunderstandings that spark into something electric. Released on October 6, 1959, Pillow Talk is the sparkling romantic comedy that redefined the battle of the sexes genre, blending screwball wit with technicolor glamour, split-screen telephone antics, and a chemistry so undeniable it launched one of Hollywood's greatest on-screen pairings. Directed by Michael Gordon, produced by Ross Hunter, with a screenplay by Stanley Shapiro and Maurice Richelin, which won the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, the film follows interior decorator Jan Morrow, Doris Day, and Playboy songwriter Brad Allen, Rock Hudson, who share a party line that Brad constantly ties up with his flirtations. Their feud turns to romance when Brad disguises himself as a sincere Texas rancher to woo her, leading to hilarious complications involving their mutual friend Jonathan Forbes, Tony Randall, and Jan's wisecracking maid Alma, Thelma Ritter. The film earned 5 Academy Award nominations, including Best Actress for Doris Day and Best Supporting Actress for Thelma Ritter, one for Best Original Screenplay, and became a massive box office hit, $18.75 million domestic gross on a $1.6 million budget. It was inducted into the National Film Registry in 2009 for its cultural significance, and it marked the first of 3 iconic collaborations between Day and Hudson. What made Pillow Talk timeless? The ensemble, veteran character actors, rising stars, and scene stealers, who brought 1950s sophistication, sass, and heart to every frame. Tonight, we celebrate the standout cast members from your list, in order, exploring their lives, roles, contributions, and the magic they added to this enduring classic. Let the party line ring, it's time to talk Pillow Talk. Rock Hudson, Brad Allen. The dashing, deceptive playboy at the center, Rock Hudson, born Roy Harold Scherer Jr., as Brad Allen, the charming songwriter who monopolizes the party line with his girlfriends and later poses as the gentlemanly Texan, Rex Stetson, to win Jan's heart. In 1959, Rock was 33 years old, born November 17, 1925. Already a major star from dramatic roles, Magnificent Obsession, Giant, Oscar nomination, Pillow Talk was his first full comedy, and a revelation. He credited Doris Day for teaching him comedic timing, saying in interviews, "Doris showed me how to play it straight and let the laughs come naturally." His performance is effortless, suave, manipulative, yet ultimately endearing as Brad's facade crumbles into genuine affection. Behind the scenes, the final street-carrying scene, Hudson carrying Day, was shot first due to his back issues. It took multiple takes because extras kept calling him Rock instead of Brad. The chemistry was so strong that filming ran a week over schedule from constant laughter. Awards: Golden Globe nomination, Best Actor, Musical/Comedy. The film boosted his career into more light-hearted roles, Lover Come Back, Send Me No Flowers. Rock's legacy: a 1950s, 60s heartthrob whose private life, closeted homosexuality, added tragic layers later. He died October 2, 1985, at 59 from AIDS-related complications, becoming an early advocate. Rock's Brad is the perfect romantic cad. Sexy, funny, and redeemable, making Pillow Talk sparkle. Doris Day, Jan Morrow. The luminous, independent heroine, Doris Day, born Doris Marion Kappelhoff, as Jan Morrow, the chic, frustrated interior decorator who battles Brad over their shared phone line and falls for his alter ego. Doris was 37 years old in 1959, born April 3, 1922. Known for wholesome roles, this film reinvented her as a sophisticated sex symbol with Jean Louis gowns and a glamorous wardrobe. She earned her only Oscar nomination for Best Actress, losing to Simone Signoret in Room at the Top, plus Golden Globe and Laurel Awards. Her performance is vibrant, sharp-tongued, vulnerable, and radiant in songs like the title tune. Anecdote: Doris insisted on no big musical numbers, as Jan isn't a singer, but her informal singing charmed everyone. The chemistry with Hudson was instant. She later called him the best friend I ever had. Legacy: Over 39 films, she became America's sweetheart, later focused on animal rights. Doris died May 13, 2019, at 97. Her Jan is empowered, funny, and timeless, proof that charm and strength can win any battle. Tony Randall, Jonathan Forbes. The lovable, neurotic best friend, Tony Randall, born Leonard Rosenberg, as Jonathan Forbes, Brad's wealthy pal who pines for Jan while unwittingly aiding the deception. Tony was 39 years old, born February 26, 1920. A stage veteran, oh, men. Oh, women. He brought deadpan humor and nervous energy to Jonathan, often the comic foil with his unrequited crush. Golden Globe nomination, Best Supporting Actor. Later famous as Felix Unger in The Odd Couple, Emmy wins. Tony died May 17, 2004, at 84. His Jonathan adds warmth and laughs, perfectly balancing the leads. Thelma Ritter, Alma. The scene-stealing maid, Thelma Ritter as Alma, Jan's boozy, wisecracking housekeeper who dispenses advice and sarcasm. Thelma was 57 years old, born February 8, 1902. A character actress legend, all about Eve, her Alma is hilarious, drinking, gossiping, and delivering lines like, "Mr. Allen is a wolf in cheap clothing." Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress. She died February 5, 1969, at 66. Thelma's Alma is the film's salty soul, stealing every scene with perfect timing. Nick Adams, Tony Walters. The eager suitor, Nick Adams, born Nicholas George Adam Schock, as Tony Walters, Jan's persistent but rejected date. Nick was 28 years old, born July 10, 1931. Known for James Dean friendships and TV, The Rebel, his Tony is earnest and comic. Died February 7, 1968, at 36, drug overdose. A tragic talent in a small but memorable role. Julia Mead, Marie. The poised friend, Julia Mead, born Julia Mead Coons, as Marie, Jan's elegant acquaintance. Julia was 35 years old, born 1925. A TV personality, her Marie adds sophistication. She died November 7, 2024, at 99. A graceful presence. Alan Jenkins, Harry. The gruff doorman, Alan Jenkins, born Alfred McGonigal, as Harry, the building superintendent. Alan was 59 years old, born April 9, 1900. A Warner Brothers regular, 42nd Street, his Harry is crusty and funny. Died July 20, 1969, at 69. Classic character actor. Marcel Dalio, Pirate. The French decorator, Marcel Dalio, born Israel Moshe Bloschild, as Mr. Pirate, the flamboyant designer. Marcel was 65 years old, born November 17, 1899. French cinema icon, The Rules of the Game, his Pirate is eccentric. Died October 20, 1983, at 83. Lee Patrick, Mrs. Walters. The concerned mother, Lee Patrick as Mrs. Walters, Tony's protective mom. Lee was 52 years old, born November 22, 1907. Known for the Maltese Falcon, her role adds maternal humor. Died November 21, 1982, at 75. Mary McCarty, Nurse Resnick. The no-nonsense nurse, Mary McCarty as Nurse Resnick. Mary was 36 years old, born 1923. Broadway veteran, her brief role is sharp. Died April 3, 1980, at 56. Alex Jerry, Dr. A.C. Maxwell. The obstetrician, Alex Jerry as Dr. A. C. Maxwell. Alex was 50s, born 1900s. Character actor in many films. Hayden Rourke, Mr. Conrad. The Client, Hayden Rourke as Mr. Conrad. Hayden was 50, born October 23, 1910. Later famous as Dr. Bellows in I Dream of Jeannie. Died August 19, 1987, at 76. Valerie Allen, Eileen. Brad's date, Valerie Allen as Eileen. Valerie was young, 1930s. Small but memorable. Jacqueline Beer, Yvette. Another date, Jacqueline Beer as Yvette. Jacqueline was 28, born October 14, 1931. Later TV host. Arlen Stewart, Tilda. Supporting role, Arlen Stewart as Tilda. Limited info, character actress. Perry Blackwell, Perry. The nightclub singer, Perry Blackwell as Perry, performing Roly Poly. Perry was young, her song adds musical flair. Robert B. Williams, Mr. Graham. Minor role, Robert B. Williams as Mr. Graham. Character actor. Muriel Landers, Moose Taggart. The large lady, Muriel Landers as Moose Taggart, in comedic scene. Muriel was 30s, 1921 to 1977. Known for physical comedy. As the final notes of Pillow Talk fade and Jan and Brad embrace in the Technicolor dawn, we remember why this film endures: sparkling dialogue, brilliant chemistry, and an ensemble that made every moment sing. From Rock and Doris Magic to Thelma Ritter's zingers, from Tony Randall's neuroses to the character actors who filled every corner with life, Pillow Talk is a love letter to laughter, romance, and the joy of misunderstanding. 65 years later, it still feels fresh, because love, wit, and a good party line never go out of style. Thank you for joining this journey through one of Hollywood's brightest gems. Rewatch it soon, let the split screens and songs remind you. Sometimes, the best connections start with a crossed wire. Good night, and sweet dreams.